Most blessed day. Welcome back to our continuing series, which is a wonderful series, Journey to the Heart of Christ, Stories of Faith. Today we have Father Benjamin Gildas. Call him Ben. He is a devout priest, and you have an extraordinary congregation. Tell us a little bit about your journey to faith and your relationship to Christ.
I didn't start my journey as an Episcopalian. I came from a tradition called Plymouth Brethren, and so sort of what you might call fundamentalist, Bible-believing, evangelical type church. And that did a couple different things for me. It rooted me in Scripture. It rooted me in a love of Christ and a passion for the gospel, but a very different gospel than the one that I would come later in life to sort of find and discover. It was actually here in the Diocese of Pennsylvania that I found the Episcopal Church. My first visit ever to an Episcopal Church was at Good Samaritan in Paoli. Oh, yes. It was actually on Easter Day in 2004, I think, somewhere around there. I went to church at Good Sam, and I heard our prayer book liturgy for the first time, and it was exactly what my heart was longing for and searching for. And so I found a spirituality that fed me and fit me. And so I was hooked, and I became an Episcopalian.
Isn't it amazing, not only Scripture, but our Book of Common Prayer, the depth of it that we often lose?
I think that it was the joining of my biblical background with this new missional focus, because I saw the prayer book as being missional focused. One of my first things I was struck by in the prayer book was hearing the prayers of the people, and how our prayer was rooted in an eye for the world and serving the world for justice and peace and reconciliation. And so when I discovered that, it was really what I was looking for, which was taking this biblical foundation and then turning out into the world and saying, okay, what is the mission God is calling us to do?
You know, we call our series Journey to the Heart of Christ. What does that mean to you? Journey to the Heart of Christ.
Wow. I feel like the whole Christian experience is that, journeying into the heart of Christ. It's searching for personal union, mystically somehow, with the divine. It's wrestling with this idea that somehow Christ is inviting us, not just to receive him in sort of a loving personal relationship, but even something more profound and deeper than that, but actually receiving God's own self for our own self and being joined with God, which is just, I think we avoid talking about that because it's scary and it's kind of hard to wrap our minds around. But for me, that's sort of what journeying to the heart of Christ is. It's learning Christ, it's being in relationship and abiding with him, and it's opening ourselves to receive him and have that experience of God directly.
Everyone's going to ask, tell us about your habit and your order.
Oh, yeah. I'm wearing my habit today. I'm a member of an order called the Anam Cara Fellowship, and it's maybe a lot of people, I encountered that a lot of Episcopalians don't know that we have a rich religious tradition in the Episcopal Church with religious orders. My order is rooted in a Celtic spirit, and it is made up of all genders, lay and ordained people, and people from all sort of walks of life. We're a dispersed community that lives in community together 1 week every year. And then we have sort of spread out priory gatherings that we get together in our local context. And we communicate a lot via technology and social media. Like I said, we're rooted in a Celtic spirit. So Anam Cara means soul friend in Gaelic. And that's really at the heart of my religious order, is this idea of connecting with another person as a soul friend and being on this spiritual journey together with that person.
You're young, you're energetic,
I guess.
And you have your podcast, Priest Pulse.
Yeah, that's right.
Which we were talking about the other day at Clergy Conference.
Yeah.
Tell me, how can social media and podcasts be a form of evangelism in today's world?
This is one of the things I'm most passionate about. I think that today, churches need to realize that the front door of your church isn't just the two red doors right there that lead into your sanctuary, but we have a digital front door. That the internet, social media, this is a new front door for the church. People are looking for churches through the internet. I mean, it's the fact. It's not even a question. And people are finding God and spiritual community on the internet. People are longing for something, and so much of our time is spent in these digital spaces. And if we're not there as a mission field, we're missing a huge opportunity. All of our churches and all of our clergy, all of our lay leaders need to realize that this isn't really a choice anymore. This is a front door of your church. If you don't tend it, it's like you're neglecting one of your entranceways. It's like you're locking a set of doors to your church.
We see so many young people with heads down in their phone or screens.
Yeah.
Would prefer hearts in and faith uplifted by using those screens, and maybe that's the way we can look at it in the future. Well, my brother, I want you to give your bride and that beautiful girl
Thank
of
you.
yours my best.
Thank you.
And if you're ever in Drexel Hill, or if you ever want to link onto a podcast, Priest Pulse, Father Ben's amazing.
Thank you.
So I'm just blessed to be with him and serve with him. And please join us next time for Journeying to the Heart of Christ, Conversations in Faith. And God bless you and have a blessed day.